guys, welcome back to the Outer Worlds. We're here in Edgewater. Got our companion Bardia, but we are now actually going to have a look around town and for these debt owners for the Junior in Humour, the Gravedigger. And I believe there is a vicar here that Bardia suggested we speak to, so yeah, we'll go ahead and get into that, guys. It turns out there is a holster button. Thank fuck for that. It was kind of weird running around my weapon out. Anyway, it does seem we actually have someone in the cannery here who owes some money, so go speak to him first. Alright, he's the first guy. Phyllis.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
Gravesite fees. I'm here to collect.
Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
You have to pay for your neighbour's gravesite fees?
If you're not familiar with board law, you ought to be. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker.
Must be tough losing family.
Eugene wasn't family.
But you said you were his closest living relative.
Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. I'm the one who found him, you see, so I pay the fine.
Jesus, can't be serious.
I'm plenty serious. In fact, I'm a little upset Eugene didn't think things through. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice.
So there you go. Let's see how this little settlement thing works with Spacer's Choice. Anyway, that's one of the people's money collected.
Yes, Mr. Thompson.
I'm
fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been... Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy.
You want to tell me what's got you so nervous?
You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state?
You're Martin Abernathy.
What? No. I mean, I might be.
I'm not looking for trouble. I'm just here to collect your gravesite fees.
Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows.
Knows what?
I'm dying. I'm not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching. And soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies.
Don't say that, Mr. Abernathy. You still got a couple decades in you.
I'd steer clear, Ms. Holcomb. My affliction's bound to be contagious. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one.
I'm sorry to hear that.
You are? Oh, wow. First time anyone's ever told me that. I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see a way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help.
Depends on what you need.
Couple hours out of your day and some light second story work. That's all. There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
Alright, I suppose I'll do it if I'm out
You
there.
oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
You're making a mistake working for
Oh,
Abernathy.
what the fuck, bitch?
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac.
Oh, law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead.
What's she gonna do with it? He's got symptoms of something. You're saying it's psychomania.
All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic.
What do you need it for?
I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do.
Let me worry about that.
All right, here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you.
Abernathy's paying me for my troubles. Can you match his offer?
I'm paid better than Abernathy. Whatever he's giving you, I will do you one better.
Okay, so she's trying to spread it out to everyone, and all Abernathy's just in there. I don't know, the guy does seem pretty crook, but he also seems a bit like, you know, the barbers, eh?
Oh, I cut my own hair. But Conrad sells real good disinfectant.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
Intimidate 5. I can show you my hands.
No, thank you. That's quite all right. I've seen enough body parts in my line of work to me in the event of your death. Whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
Dollar send me to collect your dues.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
You mean you're broke?
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bitless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
I don't care, pay up.
With what? My own blood? Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
Just give Silas an IOU.
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
Let you know if I think of anything.
Much obliged.
Oh, the dead bodies in the morgue, eh? Oh yeah, I could loot that. Who's that close the door for research purposes? Alright, so it seems I just read that letter. Seems Conrad here and Phyllis from the cannery. They've been up to some things, eh? They've been taking some things for some bodies.
What can I do for you?
I know about Eugene. Why not use his teeth as collateral for your gravesite fees?
You know about Eugene? How?
Found a note from Phyllis.
Then, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of the idea then, and I don't approve of it now. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave.
I'm sure you won't miss them.
That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Are you asking rhetorically? Because if you're being serious... Ugh, gross.
Desperate measures, Miss Holcomb. Desperate measures. I'm going to have to ask Silas to dig up those teeth. It's the only way I'm paying my gravesite fees.
Are you sure about this?
I'm sure that I have no other choice. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
Let's go speak to Lugwood about his docking fees. Oh no, his docking fees. Grave fees.
When I was...
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
Silas sent me, you owe him your gravesite fees.
I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
Are you okay? You seem confused.
I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Just my luck. I ask for backup and the boss sends me one of them simple folk. All right. Listen real close. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant, clattering about, firing at the birds, orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing shoulder to shoulder with the resistance?
What do you need done?
They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back.
Alright, I'll let you be. Fair enough. Alright, we've up all the gravesite fees now, so we'll go back and pay these off, and then we might go cross off that little automatron thing. Alright, we're back. I got your money, Silas.
Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss.
What are you talking about, Silas?
Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I get... when I can't leave the house.
Sorry, Bavadi.
Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you?
Hey, I got about those fees you wanted.
You run into any trouble?
I'm all done. Paperwork, fees, and signatures.
Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to.
I went out of my way for you.
And I'll buy you a drink sometime.
Abernathy was trying to hide his own illness.
Abernathy was sick? With the plague? That's disgusting. I shook hands with the guy.
He was convinced you knew.
What? No. If I knew he was sick, I would have had him reported. I needed his fees because of his name. A for Abernathy. He was at the top of my list, you see?
Alright, so seems to be where the vicar is.
I've always felt weird in here.
Maxie brother, still on.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
Bavadi wanted to talk to you about what Reed asked us to do.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Cut off power to Adelaide's deserters.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Is that even possible?
Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
Why is that?
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
Why would a vicar be after banned heretical book?
I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption.
Make a compelling argument.
Glad we see eye to eye. It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious?
I'll get his book. I'll look for your book.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
So even he recommends send everyone back to this town. This town is a shithole and depressing as fuck, but I can see why it's probably the better option. Oh yeah, so I suppose we'll head on and look at these robots, eh? Alright. Here's the old junkyard. He seems to be the robot. Gonna attack me right away, or can I talk to this thing?
He ain't no threat. Bet I could fix him up smart.
Searching for repair bay. Error. Navigation systems failed. Unable to comply.
I could probably fix that. I mean, if you wanted me to.
I mean, yeah, go ahead.
Yep, I see the problem. His nav mod got dislodged. Must have taken a tumble. Just gotta give it a good push and wait for the click. There we go. Jeremy's good as new. Well, by Spacer's Choice standards anyhow. His name's Jeremy, by the by.
Navigation systems operational. Optimal path toward repair bay detected. Initiating self-diagnostics.
Bavaria, why didn't you name the mechanical?
On account of I fixed him. And he's Jeremy on account of his helmet. It's like Jeremy, the officer in True Romantic Tales of the Space Guard. Be more careful out there, Jeremy.
Self-diagnostics
Alright, there you go. So we didn't kill him. Turned out to be alright. Ludwig, brother, Commander Chief Officer.
Bring us honor, soldier.
Won't have to worry about that scout anymore.
You beat that scout to scrap with its own legs? Pulled its optic cables out its headcase? Actually, don't tell me. Rather use my imagination. You're a passing fair soldier, I will confess. But you are one, and the enemy is legion. What you need is an equalizer, a weapon to strike fear in their cold, mechanical hearts. Cantina, lavatory, behind one of the toilets. That's where I've kept it hidden all these years.
You hid your secret weapon in the laboratory?
Sharp, ain't it? The lavatory is the very last place a mechanical has need to enter.
Let me know if I find it.
On the double, soldier. Don't want the bartender poking around in there with a mop.
Great work.
Whoa, a grenade launcher. This shock cannon is right off. Seems like a decent place. I guess the weaponry. Oh, look at that. Okay. What's this do? Oh. Okay. Alright, let's go have a look for this secret weapon of his. In the cannery, apparently. Strange place to leave it, but you know. I'm here for one important thing only. Don't mind me. Oh, look at that. Not a very big weapon, but something. Ludwig, brother, I got what you need.
Bring us honor, soldier.
I found your package you mentioned.
Feast your eyes, soldier. This here is a genuine Spacer's Choice injury customizing unit. Designed to deliver a lethal blast of electrical discharge.
What's that?
I call it the Hand of the Law. You ever want to see a mechanical flailing around like a grounded fish? You stick a couple thousand volts in its guts. With compliments from old Ludwig.
What's next?
Time's come for you to journey down into the black heart of the enemy's camp. I'm talking about the old geothermal plant. Unfortunately, the old plant lies outside my board-given jurisdiction. You'll need to get a passcode from the boss, Reed Thompson.
Sorry about that, I've already got a passcode from Reed.
I've been after a passcode for years. Boss said no on account of my gross incompetence with all matters related to security. I need you to get us the brain of a mechanical. Well, not exactly a brain. Anatomically speaking, what we're looking for is a logic module.
How am I supposed to get one of these logic modules?
There's the rub. If a mechanical breaks down, the logic module fries. So you can't rip one out of its corpse. You're going to have to find an intact model somehow.
Bavaria, is a logic modular something you could help with?
I don't reckon so. I work with gears and pistons and such. Stuff you can put hands to. Computers and mechanical brains are outside my ken.
You know, she names the mechanicals she fixes. Calls them Bess and Clancy and so on. You keep a careful eye on her. Could be a sympathizer.
What are you planning?
Don't tell anyone, all right? I've got a contact. A real expert in the inner workings of the automaton. We are gonna rip those mechanical secrets right out of their circuit.
Edgewater in the middle of nowhere. You don't have a contact.
Well, excuse me. What I meant was I'm going to get a contact. I didn't know I had to be all prissy about my grammar around you.
Seems simple enough.
If you die horribly, I will pour out a can of 0G to your memory.
So, we're going to head on and do this, but on the way there, it seems there's a few other quests that the Vicar and the old fella Abernathy want me to do. So I want to stop past them on the way and collect them, and then keep making my way to the parts of the enemy, the domain, the base. Seems we've got some marauders down here. Not a bad time maybe to use my new weapon, eh guys? Let's see how this goes.
Incoming!
Jesus, keep launching, keep launching, keep launching. Not bad at all, guys. Bavaria almost died, but that was not bad. Good weapon we got here. Alright guys, so we died up here, we did, and I decided to turn off the supernova difficulty just because the survival side of it wasn't as crazy as I thought it would be. You didn't really have to worry about it too much, and the companions dying was actually quite annoying. So I decided I'd leave that one out for now, and just play through the game. Hopefully it's not going to be too much different, and I don't think it would be. I'm going to go over here and kill these motherfuckers and get this book, eh? Oh, you bastards. Oh. Oh, shit. Oh, you bastards. Alright, nice. Yeah, so Bavaria died here as well a lot of times when I was trying to play through it. I kept dying myself. I had to keep running back. It wasn't as interesting as I thought it would be to play through. As I knew when my companions died, I want to be able to play through the story and get a bit out of them as well, you know, rather than have to worry about them carking it on me. Alright, so seems the books were stashed in a cave by the river. Cave entrance is over here, it seems. Alright, I'll go check up here real quick. Have a look at this supply cache.
They're coming!
Oh, shit. Nice. I got them all so far. 4 residents. Been ambushed here. Where's me way in here? Ah, found it. Nice. Let me in. It's an interesting place. Whoa! I don't fucking see it. Get him, Bavaria. I don't know what's going on in that room, bro. I assume she's winning. Oh, what's that? Ah, it's a quest scene. What is that? What is that? Is there a creature here? Oh yeah, so we got that now. Now we just have to go over to this cave over here. Oh. Orders. Delete. Get into that. Where's this cave? Ah, here we go.
Easy.
There we go. Got the book. This keeps going through, does it? Way back to Edgewater.
Here they come!
Whoa! Holy fuck! What the fuck is that? This other one. Nice. Oh, this weapon seems to be good against the big things.
I've always wanted to poke around in here.
There we go. Another one. Bloody other was wrong here. Move it. God, he's damned. I'm almost dead as well.
Broken through!
Nice. Did I level up as well? I did. Hey, look, this is the way in.
Mr. Thompson said to talk with Miss McDevitt before doing anything here?
Just here for one thing and one thing only. Means we down here. Ah. Unlock doors. Passwords. What I need should be here somewhere. Follow this path down here then.
Got it. Heads down.
Look at that. You always find some good stuff while exploring around in all the dark little corners, guys.
That all right?
Don't use that yet. Oh, machine gun. Seems we found the key card we're after though, so...
You're not real.
the
You're
fuck?
not real.
Who said that?
Get away!
There is two.
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
You're not real. You're not real.
There he is.
You're not real. You're not real. Get away from me, Phantom. Shoot. Scram.
You're not imagining me.
Of course. Do excuse me. I experience brief flashes of mania during which I am visited by the phantoms of my imagination. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder.
That's good to know. What are you doing here?
Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aether Wave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant.
What happened to this place?
Mechanicals lost their bolts, opened fire on anything that moved. It was pandemonium.
And you weren't killed?
I was on cleaning duty at the time. My old boss had me scrubbing pipes when the killing started. So, as usual, I missed out.
Oh, poor you, mate. You mentioned being an engineer.
I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries, repaired them, maintained, upgraded, did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section.
You worked on these mechanicals. You must know a way to stop them.
Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons.
I can deal with the mechanicals. I made it so far this far, didn't I?
You know, you remind me of myself back when I was an intergalactic adventurer. I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other instead.
Mechanicals follow the behavior of their logical monument. Someone tampered with them.
Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering. There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the mechanicals act, including whom they shoot at. Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal. Here, let me just write it down for you.
Any idea where I can find a logical modular?
Funny thing, I was working on a logic module just before the mayhem started. Security chief found me and confiscated the logic module.
How have you survived all this time?
Jimmy'd opened the vending machines. That lasted a good couple of months. Eventually, I had to resort to more unconventional means of filling my insides.
You ate sprouts.
Braised, boiled, charred, skewered. Sprats are good eating, friend. Chock full of brain food.
There you go. This guy's just been hiding down here. Poor bastard. Is he gonna leave or is he just gonna stay? There we go. We got everything we need from this place. Alright, so we've returned back to the town now. Yes, I mean, hear me what to do with this medicine, guys. Do I give it to this chick over here or do I give it to Abernathy? I think I'm gonna talk to this chick and see what she plans on doing with it if I can.
Somebody's been running around town raving about a colony ship. Plague must have gone into their brain matter.
That's cool how it does that. What the medicine you're after?
Thanks.
Oh, never mind.
I'll see to it that this medicine gets to the people who need it. Here, something for your trouble. Nothing personal, but I hope we never do business together again. Don't want to make a habit of consorting with smuggler types.
Who are you going to give that medicine to, sir?
Somebody deserving. Silas on account of him being out in the cold. Amelia seeing how she's around people all the time. Anybody in the sick room?
Alright, yeah, so I do kind of feel good about the option of giving it to her though, because she's going to spread it out amongst everyone. Alright, let's go speak to the vicar about this book we brought back. Vicar, my brother.
Any progress on that matter we discussed?
Got the books right here.
Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn.
You didn't want the book to keep it from others reading it. You just wanted to read it for yourself.
Well, yes. But I assure you, it was not for personal gain, only for the greater good. I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted.
Plague-ridden Blackwater, what happened to all your crap about leading your flock?
Please, those dolts? Nothing could be more excruciating than discussing the true nature of reality with people who have no interest beyond their next AETHER wave program. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport. You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew.
Be beneficial arrangement. You need a ride out of town. Wouldn't mind a ship hand.
Certainly. I already gave you most of my money, but I can offer you free spiritual counseling, and I'd be happy to watch your back. I'm pretty handy with a tossball stick, or any blunt instrument really. I'm also a passable gun hand if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well.
That's all part of your vicar training?
Well, understanding computers is, though I admit I took it further than most. And I was quite the 32nd back during my seminary days. Left many an opponent bleeding on the field.
Are you even a vicar? Because you aren't sounding very vicary right now.
Of course. I'm a vicar who is dedicated to his calling. More dedicated than any other you'll find in this colony. I joined the OSI to help decipher the grand plan. But instead, I ended up the vicar in a prison due to ignorance and politics. Then I came here. Satisfied?
I think you're being completely honest with me about that book. What's your story?
It's the journal of one of the originators of the Philosopher's School of Thought, though it would be more than a century before it was perverted into that belief system. Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of that came later. Bokonu had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan.
How did you get assigned to prison duty?
Most lay people are not aware of this, but we've not discovered any new insights into the plan for a long, long time. I had an idea that we should welcome the truth, no matter where we found it. I had the worse idea to share my thoughts with a superior. And that's the long and short of it. So, what do you think?
Alright, sounds good, let's go.
Fantastic. Let me get my things in order and I'll catch up with you.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery and to leave this place behind. I shall see you on the ship, Captain, whenever you're ready to leave Emerald Vale.
Suppose we've got a new companion, guys, so we cannot have him with us right now. He'll tag along soon enough. Got one last part to do before we end this episode. Get on down here and hand over old mate. His little chip thing.
Bring us honor, soldier.
I've brought great honor. You mentioned a logical modular. I found one in the geothermal plant.
Bang up work, soldier. You're a credit to your uniform. Oh, that reminds me. Gotta look into getting us a uniform. So this is it then. The key to humanity's victory over the mechanical hordes. I would reward you with the gratitude of the resistance, but I'm guessing you want something tactile. So here's a couple bits for your trouble, and a little something to remember me by.
What is that thing? Shock stick. Alright. A nice looking fucking little stick. Those quests being said and done, I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave the second video here. This episode had a lot more action into it and a few quests to complete through, and it was entertaining, to be honest. I enjoyed it running around. We've got a bit to do in the next episode still. Go and speak into that Sheila, what was her name again? Adelaide, that's the name. Yeah, we're gonna go speak to Adelaide and the rest of the deserters. Have a look a bit more of a look through Edgewater. But yeah, I think that was a pretty good episode, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. It's a pleasure recording it, and yeah, thanks for watching. Catch you guys in the next episode.